I feel a dominant sense within someone is loneliness. If you have found this video and you are resonating with it so far, it is because you are a very old soul. You are someone who has a really deep spiritual wisdom. You are also someone who is highly sensitive, and that sensitivity actually plays into some of what's going to be coming up in this reading, because I feel that for someone listening, your sensitivity has highlighted something recently for you that's been really painful. Now, for some of you, this could be that when you're around a certain person, environment, social group, you feel very drained energetically, or you begin to take on these heavy physical feelings or sensations, even carrying them in your physical body because of some of the environments that you're in. And again, this could be your body's way of filtering some of this energy. And this might be very frustrating for someone that I'm tuned into here. Because, and of course, at the bottom of the deck, we have Star Family reversed. So it's funny too, because again, I feel like I'm being pummeled by these messages. They come faster than I can even channel them. So bear with me. I'll do my best to keep up with the messages. But with this Star Family card sitting at the bottom of the deck, it tells me this is almost something that is being hidden from your conscious mind. Because someone here is feeling very disconnected from their star family, very isolated, and you're isolated from the pack. In fact, the energy that I was getting as I was leading up to this reading, like I said, there's been a lot of energetic buildup for this reading. But part of what I was getting very dominantly is the energy of someone feeling alone and then almost feeling very defensive, like on the defense in some way. So what this tells me is the term psychic attack did come out as well, although I don't mean this term in a scary connotation, like a mysterious connotation. What I really mean when I say psychic attack is someone who is sending you what we sometimes think of as evil eye, someone who is triggered by your light or by you generally, and that triggering is causing them to project onto you. Because I don't know who I'm speaking to here, but for someone listening, I almost got the energy of you subconsciously picking up on people who are projecting onto you or like attacking you. I know that word attack is so strong. I know that carries a really strong connotation, but it really feels like your light, your presence, your energy, whether it's your presence in an environment, in a family, in a room, in a friend group, in someone's life, it feels like that is triggering. Your presence energetically or literally is triggering a reaction. The sense I get is almost like you feel at times as though others are waiting for you to misstep or to fail, because it's almost like they want you to fail or they have it out for you in some way. Now, I know that this sounds really negative, and I tend to like to channel in a very positive manner, but this really had to be said for someone listening, because I feel that for whoever I'm speaking to, you tend to take all of the responsibility for things. You tend to carry a lot on your shoulders. And when you start feeling negatively, when you feel like something is off, you might tend to blame yourself for it. But I'm getting that in many cases, when you sense something is off energetically, even if you can't really quite place it, that is actually your highly tuned, sensitive, energetic system speaking something to you. So what I'm getting is like, and this might be so specific to a group of people, I'm laughing because this message does feel hyper specific. Only take it if it connects. But for a group of you, I'm picking up that you may have been feeling on a high, emotionally feeling really good, really happy. And then all of a sudden, it felt like this heavy, dark, dense energy came in out of nowhere, almost like a storm cloud. You may have suddenly felt like this major hit to your mood. You may have suddenly felt like uncomfortable or insecure or fearful or anxious. These can be major signs of what we're calling here a psychic attack, which is essentially someone who might be speaking ill of you or thinking about you negatively, that then you are subconsciously picking up on and interpreting in this feeling of discomfort. So for some of you, this might be connected to a specific person. For others of you, this could be connected to a group of people. This could be just a general sense of feeling attacked and like you're almost on the defensive, feeling like your fight or flight being initiated by people, feeling triggered in some way without knowing why. Again, it could be that your sensitivity, your gift of sensitivity is trying to tell you something. I keep getting that someone might be gossiping about you or speaking negatively about you because they know that you are this beautiful angel of light. And whoever this person is, you're coming up as the angel of love, and they're coming up in a very karmic nature with door to personal healing and happiness in the reverse position. Whoever I'm speaking about here, the person who has been triggered by your light, if this is applying for you, is someone who hates being alone with themselves and who really seeks outside of themselves for constant validation, stimulation. Like, this is someone that can't be alone with their own thoughts. And it's almost like they have been waiting for you to fail or to misstep or to do something that then they can latch onto and gossip about or negatively talk about. And again, I don't like to talk about negatives on my channel, but this was just coming through so strongly for someone. And for many of you listening, I see that you are resonating here more with the divine feminine polarity, whereas the person that seems to be connected with your reading could be a feminine or a masculine, but they themselves are connected to a divine masculine, a masculine counterpart, someone who is very much in love with you, someone who is heavily feeling towards you in a very warm, emotional way. Again, this might not be the case for everyone, but for many of you, the people who are triggered or who are talking negatively are actually karmically tied to a masculine that you, divine feminine, are awakening. So this could be coworkers, family, friends. This could be a karmic feminine relationship or something of that sort. But what I'm getting is almost a sense of you are focused on yourself and cultivating this love energy that you are emanating. This masculine is focused on you, but then these karmics tied into the masculine are focused on the both of you in this negative type of way. So it's almost like a love triangle, except it might not be romantic in nature. This could simply be friends or family members that are connected within this masculine energy. These are people who are very unfamiliar with the energy of unconditional love. They don't know how to love themselves, but they also have not experienced a loving bond with a person that is highly unconditionally loving. And I feel as though that is the kind of bond that you and this particular divine masculine have. The two of you seem to have a bond that is incredibly warm, that is unconditionally loving. And it seems that these others may not be able to fully understand that love or that connection. Now, again, I know I'm getting into hyper specifics here. It may just be that a platonic situation or a person or group of people generally are triggered by your unconditional love. It doesn't have to have this element included with this masculine energy. I'm just feeling that for many of you who are listening. Now, I want to get some more information on this whole situation. So, who are these people that are speaking negatively about divine feminine or these karmics that are tapped into this situation? Okay, there might be a man and a woman involved here because I got the thinking man and the angel of strength. There could be a karmic feminine with a very strong personality who may not necessarily get along very well with others. This might be someone who's very argumentative and very much not in their receptive feminine energy. This is someone who, I'm hearing, they don't know how to create in their own life, whether that's creating beauty, creating happiness, creating wealth. And because they don't have access to that creative life kind of energy that they are trying to access, but they're blocked. It's not that it's not possible for them to access it. It's that they've blocked themselves off. I'm hearing through hate or resentment. This might be someone that holds on to grudges very easily, who has like a very harsh personality. But what I'm picking up is that they have latched onto you, Divine Feminine, and your creative energy because you are someone who is a powerhouse. It's like very, very opposite. You are someone who generates their own energy. You generate love. You generate creativity. You generate abundance, not just for yourself or the people around you. But this person is very much coming up more as someone who isn't a generator, but a taker, someone who takes, someone who might even be considered an energy vampire by others. And I feel a lot of jealousy and insecurity coming up here. I feel like this person, who again I really feel is a karmic feminine, is almost like obsessing over you, Divine Feminine, what you're doing, what you're creating. And this energy might actually feel really uncomfortable to you. It could feel really heavy to you. You might even find that you can't exactly pinpoint where it's coming from, but you can tell that it has to do with the masculine here or someone that's connected with him. And so it might actually trigger you to become upset or angry towards this masculine because you don't really know where this uncomfortable energy is coming from. You are someone that knows that you're highly intuitive. You know that when something feels off energetically, you can trust that. And that's another very strong message from your guides here. It's that you are not going crazy. Don't be so quick to judge your own intuition, your own feelings of discomfort or feeling like something is off, because your emotions are guides. They are indicators. They always have some kind of meaning, whether it's giving you intuitive information about yourself or about someone or a situation around you. So what else can I channel here about this situation for the beautiful Divine Feminine listening here? Okay, yeah, it's almost as though this is such a different reading than I usually do. Once again, I do apologize. I'm not trying to be negatively focused here in any type of way. The reason I'm channeling the messages this way is because for the specific group of people I'm tapped into here, you've been really affected by this energy. And you need to know that it's not you, that you are actually connected to a situation that might be draining you or might be affecting your energy. And also, I hope that for someone, this is a sign of confirmation to your own intuition. But what I'm getting with solar plexus chakra reversed and the deceit in the upright position is that someone who is feeling insecure is projecting that insecurity onto you. And I have to say with the deceit card, I almost feel as though this person is lying to this masculine or telling him things about you or trying to make him believe a story about you that really isn't true. Now, of course, I really sense that this masculine has a very pure, open heart towards you, Divine Feminine, that they are very much focused on you in a very positive way. It's just that because of how connected the two of you are most likely subconsciously also picking up on many of these other more negative energies attached to him, if that makes sense. I do see with the throat chakra reversed that this is someone who isn't going to you. I'm hearing they're not going directly to the source. They're not going to you directly to communicate this. I also feel as though the masculine themselves is not going to you to communicate about whatever is being said to them. It's like this is all happening behind closed doors or in secret. And so I feel once again, this is part of why it might be so confusing to your own intuition. It's like You are feeling something, but it's not being communicated to you, is what I'm picking up very strongly here. Yeah, and because of some kind of negative attachment here, it seems like a happy reunion, a coming together between you and this masculine has been delayed in the past. And you may be aware that it's because the masculine here is really stuck in holding patterns with these karmic energies or people in their life. Now, I do feel their soul saying with the patience card at a higher self level, give me time. I'm sorting this out. I'm unraveling all of this. But I also know that you, Divine Feminine, have conscious free will of your life, of course. So I am not telling you to stay with this person or in this situation. I'm simply speaking from what I feel to be their higher self perspective, which is they really are trying to work this out at a divine level, but it just might take some time to unravel all of these very deep patterns. However, in the meantime, it's almost as though you, Divine Feminine, have been above all of this. I see you sitting on the crown chakra. It's almost like you are at a level way above and beyond all of this. I see that part of why this is impacting you so heavily at times is because it's so opposite your true nature. You are someone with a very pure heart. You're someone who strives to love and support and uplift others. So it's almost unfathomable to you how others could desire to gossip or to talk negatively or bring someone down. And it's really painful to you to be aware of this at a core soul level, again, because it's so different from your true nature. But I do see you almost above and outside of all of this. It's like you're aware of it, but you're not engaging with it. That's the other thing. I feel like you are really choosing to hold yourself at a higher vibration here. You're not willing to play in small karmic games with other people, but it's almost like it saddens you or pains you because you are very much connected to this particular masculine. And that actually feels like a very pure, very spiritual connection. And yet it seems as though you've held yourself back from fully moving towards them or moving towards this connection because you're aware that there's some heavy energy or attachments that they're still working out. And it might feel as though anytime you start to get closer to this masculine, you might feel more impacted by some of that heavier energy that they are still surrounded by or engaging with, which again could include this karmic feminine or these potential friendships that are around them. So I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here. I know this has been a very different reading. I want to know in the comments if anything here is resonating with you. I know this is very far outside of my normal reading videos. Let's go ahead and go to the traditional tarot. So I want to know what else can I channel for the Divine Feminine about this situation. What else can I channel here for the beautiful Divine Feminine listening? Wow, okay, Divine Feminine, you are meant to be above all of this. I know that much of this may have been impacting you consciously or subconsciously, especially because of your connection to the masculine here. But I see that you are really meant to maintain your sense of self-worth, your sense of self-confidence and self-love amidst all of this, which, whether it's the specific situations I channeled or whether it's a general feeling of tiredness, fatigue, a little bit of chaos or negativity coming up within you, you are meant to remain sovereign here. And this is your vibrancy era, that you are meant to be the vibrant, beautiful, abundant being that you are. And the sense I keep getting through this reading is almost like those who are not ready to fully accept and embrace their own limitless, abundant nature are going to be triggered by you in your doing of that, and that you are really beginning to learn how to no longer allow those projected energies or opinions of others to impact you or to cause you to give up any amount of your own sovereignty. With the Page of Pentacles as well, I feel as though you're going to be getting some very good news regarding something that is important to you. With the Queen of Wands connected to this card, I feel like this will be good news related to something with work, career, or business. I feel as though there is something in work, career, or business that you've been investing a lot of yourself in, whether that's your energy, your time, your visualization, your focus. And I feel like you are going to see some kind of a breakthrough on the surface, some kind of evidence of things beginning to move in a really positive direction here. I'm also getting a specific message that although this evidence might seem small or insubstantial in the beginning, know that what might look small is actually going to grow into something bigger and bigger over time. So pay attention to very small victories, or what your mind might judge as small victories, because I see those actually being really powerful signs of so much positivity that's about to break forth above the surface, particularly when it comes to your life purpose, career, or finances. Now, as I was channeling all of that, I see the Ten of Swords and also the King of Pentacles, both in the upright position. So what I'm getting here, once again, I'm picking up that sense of betrayal, that sense of isolation, feeling almost like you're defending against something, or if that isn't applying specifically, you might just generally feel very tired, very fatigued, almost like you're hitting a wall here. And it's strange because it's almost like that card comes out right before a massive breakthrough. And the breakthrough is represented by the King of Pentacles in the upright position. This seems to be very much a partnership energy. Someone rising through the ashes, I wanted to say. That's a very strange wording to come out there. So this could be someone from your past, a connection reviving itself. This could be the same masculine we channeled about earlier, but in a renewed, reformed, energetic state of being. Or this could be someone entirely new. But I do see this being someone who's very grounded and who brings a lot of stability into your life. I'm also getting a very clear message for a divine feminine that the masculine who is going to be aligning with you, whether it's someone from your past or someone new, you are going to know that it's time to move forward, because their energy is going to calm your storms. They are going to make you feel stabilized. They are going to support you when you are supporting yourself. They are going to align with you when you are aligning with your highest timeline and with your highest vibrational version of self. And if a particular masculine is entering your life and bringing chaos or confusion or triggering your fears or insecurities, it's almost as though they're trying to pull you down to a lower vibrational timeline. If you get that sense, then either that is not the person who is going to be most aligned with you, or perhaps even if it is the person, they aren't yet in that transformed state of being where they can align with you on that higher vibrational timeline. The message I just keep getting over and over again is maintain your sovereignty. Stay sovereign. Keep yourself in that royal queen-like energy. Stay on your throne. Do not allow small minds, people, or situations to pull down your beautiful vibration. Know the power and value of you in your vibrational magnetism. Know the power and value of you aligning with your own highest timeline and how that uplifts all others and all things around you. You are very much this, again, powerhouse of love, of abundance, of energy, and a beacon of light for so many others, even many of whom you aren't consciously aware.